everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Donnie and you're watching Diamond Painting by Donnie. I am doing a drill with me today. Yes, I don't do them very often and I need to get back to doing them more, but I just feel that I have nothing to talk about that I haven't already talked about. So, so I figure, what am I going to talk about? I don't know. So I guess drill with me is out of the question. So I just decided to just write something down, that things I could talk about. And you know what? There was actually more that I could talk about than I actually thought. So here we go. Let's see. Today is January 15th. It's actually 3 o'clock in the morning. And that brings me to my very first subject, which is insomnia sucks. Yes, I have been having a really bad issue with insomnia lately. I've never really had insomnia, so I had no clue as to how bad it really is. I'm like, oh, I would love to have insomnia. It's like, because then I would never need to sleep. No, that's not how it works. Insomnia means, you're tired, but you just can't sleep. Yeah. So, I went to bed about 11 o'clock last night, and I woke up at 1 a.m. Yeah, I didn't get much sleep. It sucks because, actually right now I'm not tired, but I'm going to crash eventually, and it's going to be at a time when I need to be awake, I'm sure, because that's how it always works with me. And I've been struggling with this for a while now with not having my sleep at the time that it needs to be, or the hours that I should be getting. One thing or another, my sleep is just not being kind to me. I know part of it has to do with the fact that Tesslynn is still sleeping in my bed at times. Almost every night. What do I mean? Almost every night. We are working with her to get her to sleep in her own bed, and, it works somewhat, but in the middle of the night, she still wakes up and climbs in bed with me. So, when she's in bed, I don't know if it has to do with her ADHD or the fact that she's just like her dad. She tosses and turns all night long, and not just tosses and turns. She will, just punch her legs out or, something, and it like kicks the covers off. And every time she does something like that, it wakes me up. So if I'm just getting ready to fall asleep, she does that, I'm back to square one with trying to get myself to relax and to get into the state of sleep, because she ruined it. Got me out of that, phase of getting ready to get into, sleep. So we set up a chore system for her to where she gets points for every chore she does, and then she can we bought a few toys that she picked out, and we put them behind the the glass cabinet in the entertainment center, and so she can see them at all times, but she can't have them until she saves up enough money to purchase them. And she has to pay the same price we paid. It's not like she gets a discount. It's the whole point of learning to save up. She's not really been... I don't know. She wants the stuff, but she's really not wanting to earn it, because there's some optional chores she could do, and she won't do those. She's like, I don't want to do those, so I'm not going to. Her chores right now are very simple, and then they will change eventually to where they'll be, a little bit more chore-y type chores. Right now, they're things that we have to work on with her, because she has an issue with, self-care. Not an issue, it's just that we've been doing it for her, getting her dressed, brushing her hair, and she has really long hair now. So, brushing her hair is not an easy task, but we're teaching her, and she's been doing it. She's been brushing her teeth twice a day, which is also on that chore to-do list thing. Sleeping in her bed and making her bed, putting her dirty clothes away, things like that. So when she doesn't sleep in her bed, she loses out on actually 2 chore points, because there's the point for sleeping in her bed and then the point for making her bed, because she doesn't get to make her bed if she didn't sleep in it. So far she hasn't really shown that she cares that she missed out on those points. But when she sees how long it's going to take her to earn, just $10, she's going to, maybe she'll start picking up the pace, because she's earned, we've only done 1 complete week so far. Let's see, Saturday will be the end of the second week. But the first week she earned $3.90 when she had the opportunity to earn over $6. And if she does everything, the optional stuff too, which is $2 worth, she will actually have enough money to buy the lowest priced item in her store. But we'll see, because one of the simplest things she doesn't want to do, which is, pick up the living room. And I'm telling you, the living room the picking up is only things that she has thrown around. There's blankets and toys and things like that. So it would just be her basically cleaning up after herself. And she gets like 50 cents for that. And that's a lot for her chart. It's a big amount for her, because each chore is worth 10 cents. And so getting something that's worth 50 cents, that's a big jump, for something that doesn't take that long and it isn't that hard. But she's very entitled. She's been pretty spoiled because she is basically an only child, even though she has 2 older sisters, because, they're so much older than her. They're like a whole generation difference in age. So that's what's going on with her. She is still distance learning, and we got her this really cool desk that actually would make a really great diamond painting desk for a kid. And because the top tilts and it has a lamp and it has a clip at the top, so you can put, if you're on a laptop or something, you can clip the paper that you're typing up on the clip and then use it'll be out of your way. And it's got a desk. It's got one of those sliding drawers that goes underneath, and a hook on the side to hook her headphones. And, it's nice. It really wasn't that bad of a price for something with that many features. I wish I could have found one for me. I mean, they do have them for adult size, something like that. But the chair and this came with a chair too, that adjusts. So as she gets bigger, the table can adjust to her, growing bigger. The ones for adults, they come with like a bar stool chair, and yeah, I can't do that type of sitting in something like that. So I don't have the room for it either. But yeah, if I didn't have the setup that I do have, that would be something I would probably be interested in getting myself. I see them all the time in my Facebook group, people posting how they want to get that table or something similar. A lot of them have the glass top and it tilts up. And, in my opinion, what I was thinking to do with something like that is to mount a like an A2, my A2 light pad underneath, and so that, you know, it wouldn't be like in the way or anything, and I could just have it there all the time. But I got to thinking, it's like, I don't have room for that. And I wouldn't be able to sit at it very long because of my knee issues, my knee pains and my lower back. I'm not able to sit in my chair, even in here at my craft table, for long periods of time. So that's another reason why I'm having difficulty getting videos out and such. So my best place, my most comfortable place to diamond paint is in the living room in my recliner. I've even, I've been trying to brainstorm on how to do some videos while I'm in my recliner, but I think I'm trying to figure a better way, because this is the thing that I have to do it with. It just doesn't, it doesn't quite work the way I want it to. So, but yeah, I didn't want to invest that much money in a table and not be able to actually use it, because I don't see this knee issue going away anytime soon. And it's basically, you know, I don't understand the pain of having my legs down at a 90-degree angle. I can't put my legs up while diamond painting at the craft table, because that then puts pressure on my lower back, and that's another, I don't know what it's called, stenosis or something, I don't know, but what it does is it's painful. The nerves in my lower back go down my legs, and my right one is the one that hurts, and it goes like all the way down to the back of my knee. So in addition to my knee pain and then that on top of it, it's not fun. So I try to limit how much time I am sitting in here, but the problem is I don't feel the pain until I go to stand up, and then it's like, oh my gosh. So it's like stiff joints kind of pain that I get. But anyway, so that's why I never got myself one of those tilt tables, because I really did consider getting it. Instead, I got a table for my daughter Ayla to use, so she has her own desk area for when she comes over to help me. And now Tesslynn has her own, and so we set it up in her bedroom, because that's basically the only place where we have any kind of room for that. And we generally, when she starts her distance learning in the morning, we get her ready for school and get her all set up. She knows how to log herself in, and she wears her headphones, and this way, you know, being in her bedroom, she can be as loud as she wants when she's talking, because with Tesslynn coming in our bed, it basically doesn't give Jim any room, so he has been sleeping on the couch so that he can actually have room. You know, strange enough, he has more room laying on the couch than he does in our own bed. So that's another reason why we're really trying to get Tesslynn in her bed. But because he sleeps out there, sometimes when she was at the kitchen table, her doing her schooling, she'd get pretty loud and it would wake him up. So now that leaves it more to where she doesn't have to worry about how loud she gets, or he doesn't have to worry about getting woken up. But the downside of this is, they take like 3 different breaks. The first one's like a 5-minute break, and then they take a couple of 15-minute breaks. And when that happens, they put a timer on the screen for when it will be. Oh my gosh, that whole time I put the wrong color. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I grabbed the wrong tray. Oh, no. No. Oh, Lord. All right, so let's pick these off. So anyway, she would get on her, you know, she has one of our old phones. It's like it's instead of a tablet, she uses one of the old phones. And when she's on her break, sometimes she gets on her phone. Well, when one of us is up, we set a timer and on our Echo device, and it gives her an audio warning as to when it's time to go back. Well, because she was in her room, she got on her phone, was laid on her bed, got on her phone, and totally lost track of time. Didn't realize how long it had been because she didn't have that audio warning. And so for the majority of the day, she was not there. And so at the end of the day, I get a message from her teacher asking if everything was all right with Tesslynn because she was away from the computer for the majority of the day. And we're like, oh boy. No, I think I know what happened. And sure enough, she admitted what she did, and, we then had to, reevaluate, it being in her room. Well, it's not the fact that it's in her room, it's the fact that she had access to her phone while she was still in school. And so, we made it a point to tell her, okay, from now on, you are not getting your phone until school's done. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You have the ability to set a timer and give you an audible warning, so you need to do that. And yeah, so that's something we had to adjust for and figure out. So hopefully, sorry, I'm trying to concentrate, figure out where all these are that I messed up. Yeah, so she should, ever since that day, she's done really well. And, she just got distracted and forgot to go back to school. Anyway, but distance learning is going really well for her. Only problem is Wednesdays. I think I've mentioned this before. On Wednesdays, they just go to a morning meeting and then they're left on their own to do schoolwork that is assigned to them. And that's something Tesslynn is just not able to do on her own. So, she has this thing about not wanting to listen to mom and dad when they're telling her, what they need to be doing in school, which assignment to do, how to do it, blah, blah, blah. So, oops. So we have my oldest daughter. She comes in. She's here helping me anyway. And she will actually sit down with Tesslynn and walk her through this stuff and get her going and keep her motivated and keep her going. So that's really good because when Stephanie lived here, she actually had done schooling for Tesslynn. This was actually before they set anything up with the school, when they first shut everything down and the school didn't have any kind of distance learning set up yet. So, yeah, she doesn't live here anymore, and so she's not here to do it, but, Ayla comes to do that. So that's really good because it's not something, I didn't mind doing it, even though I did mind doing it after I had done it for a little bit because she wasn't listening. But the fact that she doesn't listen put a big, oh gosh, it was like a train wreck. It was. I was frustrated. She'd get frustrated, and she'd whine and cry and not want to do the work and this and that. So it just got to the point at the end of last year when when it first happened, the end of last school year when it happened, we ended up not doing any of the schoolwork for like the last 2 weeks because it was just not happening. It was impossible. We couldn't get it to work. And there's nothing more frustrating than your child getting behind in school because of the fact that there is no school and it's up to you to do the schooling, which I never, I mean, I considered just for a half a second of homeschooling my kids, but I nixed that idea when, I thought about it and like, no, they need that social interaction with their fellow students. And this was my older kids before Zoom was a thing and all that. I mean, they did have computers, but yeah, I mean that actual in-person um, social interaction with other kids is really important. And she has one little friend from school that she has been her classmate since they were 3 in preschool. He comes over once every couple months just to, play for a little bit, just so they can get that interaction. She has a neighbor friend that keeps coming over, and we keep having to tell her, we can't do this. You can't, not until, I mean, we've probably going to net pretty much since they have a vaccine now. We'll probably have to say, show me your vaccine paperwork, and we'll let you play. I don't know how that's going to go. It's like, do we still social distance if everybody's had the vaccine? I don't know. That's a touchy subject too with vaccines and all that. But yeah, she hasn't been able to play with her in, almost a year. But bless her heart, she keeps coming over. And I keep having to tell her, we can't. I don't know. I think she's like 2 years older than Tesslynn though. But I guess her parents tell them they have to go outside and play, even during, all this. So I feel for the kid, I do. But my daughter is kind of is priority in her health and well-being because of her lung issues. I am very cautious as to who she's exposed to. I mean, she does get to see her niece and nephew once a week, and every other week we go over there for game night and dinner, and every other week they come here, and he spends the night on the nights that he comes here. Tesslyn's supposed to spend the night over there on the night that they have we have game night at their house, but she is so attached to me. She doesn't want to spend the night because she will miss me. And sometimes we can convince her to stay, and she does. But the last couple of times, she hasn't wanted to. And it's a shame because my grandson gets really disappointed and sad because she doesn't want to. I think he feels like it's something he's doing wrong. I don't know. But yeah, and the great thing about when she spends the night over there, they do activities. I mean, my oldest daughter, Ayla, which is my grandson's mom, they always do arts and crafts and cool stuff when they're over there. When they're over here, they just play because I can't, do a lot of that. I can't do a lot of that other stuff like she does. I mean, she has a great imagination, and me, I'm just like, okay, the pattern says do this, great, we'll do that. But she just comes up with things to do. Like they made fairy houses one time, and that was just pretty cool. That was for actually my granddaughter's first birthday. It was her very first birthday. She comes up with things like that. So, yeah. And man, this is just one of the subjects I wanted to talk about, and it's all been about Tesla, and I've been at it for 24 minutes, and here I am having to pick all these off too, which is not fun. Okay, so I did want to show you guys a couple of the new pens we have in the shop. We have a lot of new cover minders, and I don't know if you don't have my shop set as a favorite shop, you won't get notifications as to when new things come into the shop. So if you're interested in knowing when I get new cover minders and pens and goodies and accessories, just go to my shop on Etsy. You just go to drillpenfrenzy.com. It'll take you to my Etsy shop, and then you can favorite the shop, and every time I put a new listing up, you will get notified. Now, sometimes I will add cover minders to a listing that already exists. So, like, say I have a new owl cover minder. It's going to go into my listing of owl cover minders. So, yeah, it's kind of hard to, find those, but when people are searching for owl cover minders, they'll see it, but there's no way for it to actually be advertised, hey, automatically. I mean, saying, hey, there's a new one added to this listing. But I've got a lot of new listings that we've been adding, and those are the ones you get notified about. And one of the new items we put up were these new pens. I mean, we have hourglass shaped, and then we have the original shape. I think I got them all. And I only have 2 of them here. Like I said, it's 3:30 in the morning, so Jim's in bed. I don't know where he keeps them. But this is what they look like. A couple of them. They've got these silver flakes inside. They're so pretty. They're like the gold one that I have. The special edition gold flaked pen. But these are made of the same material. They've got the silver flakes. This one is the blue and purple, and this one is blue and green. I have another one that's got sky blue. I think it's sky blue and purple. And the focus went out because there we go. And then we have some with these colors that have glitter inside instead of the flakes. So I'll list that down below so you can go check it out. I have all the pictures of the different ones in that listing. But like I said, these are the only ones I just had on hand, because these are actually ones I'm not selling because they came broken. I glued them and I'm waiting for the glue to dry, but I had them to show you. So I figured I'd let you see them because not too many people really know about them. And I think they are super pretty, and I'm kind of glad we got broken ones because now I get to have my own. That's the only way I keep anything from the shop, is if it broke and a piece needs to be glued on, then I'm able to get to keep it myself, because I will not sell them like that. I promise you, I do not do that. And yeah, so like I said, if I get a chance, I will put some of the new cover minders up here on the screen right about here. If not, I'll try and put some of the links down below with the newer ones. All right, so let me get my brain in gear here. All right, this symbol is like done. There was only a few of them. The one that I accidentally put on. I just moved them around. Luckily, they just needed to go right here next to the symbol. I did. Yeah, anyway. Who cares, Donnie? That's not important. Now I got the right one here. Yeah, it's purple, and I was putting blue on. So, let's see. I actually was sent some wax, some diamond painting wax, from a newer shop on Etsy. And I told her, hey, I'll try it out, because that's what she sent it to me to try out. I said, sure, I'll try it out. But because we do sell wax in our shop, I, didn't go any further with it. I just said, yeah, sure, I'll try it out. because she just wanted me to test it. So I tried it out and I loved it. And so she actually, I told her what my favorite one was. She actually sent me more. And so I have actually a lifetime supply of wax now. I will never need wax again. So for those that are still using wax, I'm going to show you some of this wax. And it is scented. And oh my gosh, these scents, I have never had wax smell this good before. Honestly, they're not food flavors. They're just like awesome smelling, just yum. Not yum as in yummy eating, but they're just so good. It reminds me of Bath and Body Works, going in there and smelling those beautiful, like if you've ever heard of Twilight Woods, it's a scent that they used to sell, and it was so popular. I even had some of it. I got it for like 2 years in a row for Christmas. I loved it so much, and I have such a tiny bit left because they don't sell it anymore. Anyway, that's what this stuff reminds me of. And the store is called Wicked Fairy, or Wicked Fairy Whip Wax. Okay. She sells them in 5-gram containers, and they're like $4.50 for these. And she puts little glitter in there, and that's so fine. The glitter is so fine. I have not had any issue with it making it where I can't pick anything up. Oh my gosh, this is Wicked Fairy, and it kind of has a vanilla type scent to it, but I just really wish I had smell-o-vision, because this stuff smells so good. My favorite was Girls Night. See, I don't know if this is the 8-gram pot, but she sent me only one in this size. She sent me a bunch of, I think she sent me every single scent she has. She sent me unscented, Wicked Fairy, which is the same as this. She sent me Night Fairy and Blood Fairy. And then there's Magic Fairy. And this is called Girls Night. And when I checked before I did this video, it wasn't in the shop, but I talked to her and she said she's going to be putting it in the shop. But the 5 grams, these are $4.50 and these are $8. And these are 8 grams. Oh my gosh, they smell so good. I don't want to mess that up because I actually have one already started, because she sent me one from the first time too. And then she sells these pucks. She call them pucks. So this is Night Fairy, which she sent me the small one as well. So I might be actually using these in my upcoming giveaway, or a couple of them. I don't want to give them all away because I love them. So yeah, these are $15 for these things, and they will last forever. Oh, I can't say forever, because then, I could get in trouble if they don't last forever. But they last a really long time. So this one's Night Fairy, this one's the Wicked Fairy, this one's Blood Fairy, and this one is Magic Fairy. So, I mean, look at all that. She sent me all of this wax to try out. Well, this isn't the stuff she sent to try out. The other stuff she sent to try out, I have actually in the other room, because I took it in the living room to use. And, let's see. Oh yeah, this is one of the original ones she sent me. As you can see, it's been I've used it. Here, let's unfocus off the diamond painting and look at the pot. Focus on the pot. I'm zoomed in all the way on my thing, so it doesn't want to show up close, but yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see if I can figure out what these smell like. Okay, this one's Magic Fairy. And what does this kind of smell like? You can see I tried it. Oh, wow. I have no idea how to describe this. Sweet pea, maybe? Oh, it's so good. I mean, and I like the scent, but as she was saying, it's not overwhelming. I mean, you can sniff your pen and be able to smell it. but it's not gonna like knock you out. Let's see. A Blood Fairy. I've used the Blood Fairy. Let me see, where is it? Here it is. On the puck. So you can see where I used it on there. And honestly, I can honestly say that compared to, because this is all super sticky stuff, compared to that other brand, the PW brand, I prefer this one over that any day. Oh, wow. This has... I wish I could tell you what it smells like. It has like a cream... I can't tell you. I don't know what to say. I couldn't tell you what the ingredients are, or what it kind of represents, because I'm bad at that. But they just all smell so good, except for unscented, of course, because there's no scent to that. But it's really well. I mean, I haven't diamond painted in here in a couple of weeks, and I came back in here and I was actually using my 3-placer. This actually has that wax in there. It has the Wicked wax in it. You can't see, but that's what I have in here. And I just came in here and was able to pick my drills up just fine. And that's what I've been using while talking to you guys, is this wax. And it's still sticky in my pen. It hasn't dried up. I don't need to warm it up or do anything with it. I just scrape it into my pen and it works. Got a hair. I don't want that on there. Yeah. And as long as you fill your pen properly and make sure you scrape off the excess, you're not going to get a lot of residue on your diamond painting. The only time I ever get any on there is when if I'm in a hurry and I just don't make sure to scrape off the edges, and I called condition the wax, because I don't know if you can see it, there's like little indentions in the tip from me using it and placing wax. So in order to make sure you don't have any overflow or spillage, you need to get your press on some drills to make sure that whatever it's going to do after you've pressed on some drills, the outside stuff that will overflow, you can scrape it off, and then you will not have a bunch of stuff on your diamond painting at that point. But if you just leave it, you just fill it up and then just start going to town, yeah, you're gonna get stuff left behind on your drills. I also have it in let's see, I have it in this one, in my 6-placer. I don't know if you can see it, but there's the glitter in there. I got the glitter in there. I think this is the yeah, I think that's the Wicked Fairy that I have in here. Yeah, see, it matches. That's what I have in here. Yep. So, it's good. I mean, I was really shocked, because I'm like, okay, because there are a lot of people out there that are selling wax now, and scented wax, whatnot, for diamond painting. And honestly, when she contacted me, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll try it. I didn't have high hopes, because I was really just, no matter how much I tried that other stuff, I tried loving it, but it's just sitting now in a bucket underneath my table, just in baggies, because I don't use it. Ever since I discovered, using the glue dots, I haven't used anything else. But when she sent it to me, I really fell in love with this wax. I do like it. I like being able to have that scent, I don't know, it's uplifting to me, having certain scents, to be able to smell something really nice. I mean, that's why I put perfume on whether I'm leaving the house or not. I love to just be able to smell the pretty smell. So, yeah, I am extremely happy with this wax, and I will leave link down below so you can find her shop. Let's see. Oh, I wanted to... I don't think I've even actually sniffed the Night Fairy because I got overwhelmed with everything else that I have here. Now this one has more of a musk. It's got a musk smell to it. With a... Oh my gosh. I don't know how to describe it, but it's got a little musk odor. Not odor, but smell to it. I'm serious. Every single one of these smell like something that I would find in Bath and Body Works. And trust me, I was just there around Christmas time because we were at the mall to get Tesslynn's Christmas Santa pictures taken. And, of course, that bed... I keep wanting to say Bed Bath & Beyond, but Bath and Body Works was right there near it. So they were out there, you know, letting people try this scent. And I was going to go buy some, but we were past it. And I'm like, oh, never mind. And Jim actually ended up taking Tesslynn to the mall, and she decided to get me a set of... They didn't have the stuff that I had smelled and enjoyed, but she got me some lotion and body spray from there, and I love it so much. I like I said, I wear it every day whether I'm leaving the house or not, which 99 out of 100 times I'm not leaving the house. And yeah, that's what these scents remind me of, are the scents that you would get in there. I don't know if she's actually got a description of each scent as to what they are. I didn't actually... I didn't look, but I'm sure if you send her a message, she's really nice. I'm sure she will let you know what the scents are. She doesn't have a ton of different scents, so it's simple enough to where she has like 6 different ones or something like that. Wicked, did I try Wicked? Yes, because that's the one that's like vanilla type smell. And I think she has the color of the wax itself determines what type of wax is in here, because the Wicked Fairy is the gray color, or no, the night gray. Oh, I dropped one and I don't know where it went. Night Fairy is the gray one. That's this one. So this one's gray, the Night Fairy. And Magic is purple. And Wicked is white. And I think this is maybe it's a peachy smell. The Blood Fairy. Maybe. I'm getting close. I don't know. And then Girls Night is a pink color. This is going to bug me because one of those pots fell, and you would not believe... Oh, it went way over by the door. Okay, I'll get that later. You would not believe how many boxes of diamond paintings that have come recently that I need to unbox. They've been piling up. I tell you, I have probably, which leads me to my next subject. I have probably another... I have at least... I have my entire Black Friday haul from Diamond Art Club sitting here waiting for me to show you. And I think I got like 9. Something like that. I don't remember. And then I have all the new releases that I've bought since then that I wanted. I didn't buy every single new release that came out, just the ones I wanted. So all those are actually still in boxes in the hallway, because when I do an unboxing, I like to truly unbox it the time of the video. I have some from Days Dream. I have one that I actually am going to do within the next couple of days from a new store where she does all her art. So far, everything she has in her shop is stuff that it's art that she did herself. So she had those made into diamond paintings, and it's called I have it right here, actually. It's from Sparkle Queen Creations. See, it came in a beautiful pink tube. So I can't wait to open that. That just came today. So I will be doing an unboxing for that soon. I got this big tube. I don't even know who it's from. Oh, it's from Craftably. So I've got something from Craftably to show you. And I've got another one that I got from Distracted by Diamonds. And then I have like 4 months of my monthly boxes from Easy Whim to unbox. I'm telling you, I get sometimes to where it gets so backed up, I'm so overwhelmed, I just don't come in here because I don't know where to start. Yeah. But I've really got to get back on track and do this. It's my sleep schedule mainly that's keeping me from doing it, because you wouldn't believe how late I sleep in, because sometimes I don't get to sleep until 5 a.m. And then when I get to sleep, just barely after I've gotten to sleep, it's time to wake up and get Tesslynn off to school. So you know how it is when you don't get straight sleep, it's broken up into segments. You're not as rested. So it's like I start all over again at 8 o'clock after she goes to school. And so you can kind of guess approximately how late I sleep. And so by the time I wake up, it's time for Tesslynn, almost time for Tesslynn to go to bed. And I want to be able to spend time with her. So I don't go to work. I don't come in here. And then it's dark by the time she goes to bed at 7 o'clock. And when it's dark, it doesn't feel right going in and starting my work day. So I just say, okay, I'm going to get up earlier tomorrow. And I mean, this is an everyday thing. And it's not fun, I tell you. So that's why tonight I decided to come in here and do this video, because I was just too tired all day today because I didn't have much sleep. But it was like I took a nap at 11 o'clock at night, go to bed, take a nap, woke up in 2 hours. I'm like, okay, I might as well do the video now, because this cycle is gonna never end, and I need it to, and I need to get a video done. So I'm gonna go record this video. And so here I am. But I do have all this stuff I want to show you. Plus I have some, I've been doing cross-stitching lately because, if you've heard my story as to how I found diamond painting, you'll know that I had just started cross-stitching. I got one cross-stitch almost finished when I was preparing to frame it. So I went on YouTube to see if I could find any videos on how to frame cross stitch, and I kept getting these videos popping up on diamond painting, and I was getting frustrated because I was like, no, I want cross stitch. And I watched a few, and I decided, okay, I'll give it a try. And that's, that was, almost 3 years ago now. No, that was it was about 3.5 years ago when that happened. I didn't start my channel until after I'd been diamond painting for 6 months, so that I kind of knew what I was talking about before I started it. And then it just took over my life. I hadn't done any cross stitch after that. So I really wanted to be able to, cross stitch. That's why I had picked it up to begin with. And recently, I've just been interested in doing some cross stitching, and so I have been. And I haven't been doing too much diamond painting, but I still diamond paint. I still love it. It is still a big part of my life. But I do have cross stitch that I'm wanting to do. In fact, I purchased 2 Heaven and Earth designs. One is a max color, so I tell you, it is a lot of work to kit up a cross stitch compared to diamond painting. Oh my gosh, it took me like 4 hours to kit up my Heaven and Earth design diamond painting, and that's just opening packets and pouring them into containers. This is way different. I mean, I've had to completely plan out how I'm going to store my thread while I'm working on it. What I'm going to, I had to buy the cloth from one place. I had to buy the threads from another place, and I'm still needing to get a couple more. And then there's the chart, how I'm going to read my chart, how I'm going to do this, how I'm going to do that. I'm going to park, if I'm going to go cross country. So there are some things that I've discovered and learned, and I want to share some of those things with you. Let me know down below if that's something you would be interested in watching. I know some of you do not have any interest in cross stitch whatsoever. You're only doing diamond painting, and that's all you're interested in, and I can understand that. That's why I'm asking, who is going to actually watch. That's what I'm curious about. If I do some cross stitching videos, I know I've done a couple of unboxings, but if I start, doing some, what do they call, floss tubes, if that's going to be something you're interested in. So please let me know down below what you think, and let me know, because I just be curious to find out, because I really want to show what I've been doing, because I've spent hours on end preparing this diamond painting, or this cross stitch, and I can't wait to start it, which I haven't started yet, because I doubt I'll have my frame by then, because I ordered a Millennium scroll frame, which is like the top of the line, but it takes like 4 months to get it. I don't understand that, but so yeah, I am excited. I might start it without the frame. I might start it using a different frame, but I'm getting antsy to start it, even though I'm not even done kitting it up yet, just because it's new, and that's how I am. I'm a serial starter. I will start projects, and I will eventually finish them, but I counted it up. I actually have 4 cross stitch starts. One is one that I had started before I started diamond painting. It's still sitting there. But the other 3, 2 of those I've been alternating working on. And I have 7 diamond painting starts. This one, I was hoping I would have had this one finished by Christmas, but that didn't happen. But this is one of them, and as you can see, it's almost done. I finished all of this. You can't really see the painting, but here. I've only got the section I'm working on right here left, and then this corner here, and I'll be done with it. I only have 1 section left of my custom that I did with the Diamond Dots Freestyle, which I want to get done and show you the final results, and to just show you what I plan to do with it, to give it a little bit more sparkle. There's a lot of things I do have planned. It's just a matter of being awake enough to do them. And I will apologize till I'm blue in the face for, not putting my videos out, because I know a lot of people have asked me, are you okay? I haven't seen any videos. And to make you feel that, something might be wrong with me, I'm really sorry. I do still, participate in the Facebook group, and I've been staying active in there, just so you guys know I'm still alive. And I have been putting videos out, just not very regular. And that's what I'm sorry about, because I know how it feels to, like watching somebody and then all of a sudden there's no videos up, and then they'll pop in and throw up a couple more videos, say, yeah, I'm back, here I am, I'm back to doing it, and yada yada, and then a week goes by and there's no video. I'm really honestly trying not to get to that point. I've explained it. Yeah, it's so hard, especially in the winter time for me. I have no motivation when it's dark outside. But when in the summertime, in the spring, in the summertime, when the sun starts rising earlier, I tend, and the sun goes down later, I tend to work in my craft room later. Because when there's no light in here, I don't know, it feels like a dungeon maybe, because I'm at the other end of the house and there's no sunlight coming in, and so I think it's might be some type of mild version of seasonal. They call it SAD, which it's a seasonal depression. I mean, I'm not depressed. It's just I just avoid. So and it's not just that, it's the whole sleeping thing. And then in the summertime, Tesslynn's home all the time and she stays up a little later, so I'm able to see her more often, and so I don't have to worry about, hey, I'm not going to see her if I go to work right now, or not work, or I call this play, because it's not work to me, it's fun. But sometimes when there's a lot to do and I have tons of packages piled up, it's work to me to try and figure out what I'm going to do next, because it's not a matter of what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do, but it's just a matter of where do I start. I'm sure some of you may know what I'm talking about, but yeah. But I love doing what I do. I love taking the time to talk to you guys, and I do miss you guys so much, talking to you in my live videos. I was actually considering, I'm actually thinking of getting another live done or thrown in here within the next few days, hopefully, just to talk and, do what I'm doing now, but that way I can talk to you guys and answer your questions. And I like being able to help answer people's questions that, just ask me whatever. It's like no question is, a silly question. The only silly question is a question not asked. And that's how I learned a lot of stuff. And I went and watched a lot of videos and on my cross stitching stuff. And there's still some things I've not found the answers to, but I'll keep looking, or I'll just try and figure it out myself. But, I'm sure if I ask someone, they could tell me. And I love this wax. I'm just still shocked that, it's still sticky after sitting here for 2 weeks and me not using it. If you've noticed, I brought all this wax so that I could fill my pins if I needed to, but I haven't needed to at all. Then again, I haven't placed that many drills, but still. Regular wax, just as many drills as I've placed, would have needed to be replaced by now, I'm sure. And yeah, I am switching between multi-placer and my single placer, but it's really nice not having to replace the wax in your pin. And I've honestly only been refilling my wax to have another smell to have under my nose, because the one that with the wax is on this end and I'm using this end, so this comes close to my nose more often than this end, which has my other stuff in it. And so it is really nice having it wave under my nose every time I go to place a drill, because it smells so nice. And you know, I have tried a couple of waxes before. I had difficulty with the one. The next one I tried, you know, I didn't have any problem with it. I mean, here's this stuff I used. It still smells really nice, this one, but I haven't tried using it since. I mean, I had some people give me some nasty comments about them and their wax, and I don't think that was very nice. I didn't have any issues with it, but I like to show a new product. When I'm using a new product, I like to try it out first. That stuff I tried out on video when I was showing it to you guys for the first time. This stuff that I'm using, the Wicked Fairy Wax, I actually tested it and used it for quite some time before showing it to you guys. So, because I didn't want to get into a situation where, oh yeah, it worked for the video, but then when I went to use it again the next time, it acted completely different. Yeah, I didn't want to make that mistake again. So that's why I made sure I liked it before putting my stamp of approval on it, I guess you could say. Because I don't want people coming back to me and saying, I took your advice, I bought $50 worth of this stuff, and it's nothing like what you said. Okay, well, that's a chance you're going to get no matter what. You know, I am very honest. If I don't like something, I will gently I say I don't like it, but I will say that I don't care for it. But when I like something and I find that it is a good product, I will say straight up, I like this product. This is my opinion. And a lot of people, you know, want my opinion because I don't know why. They trust me. And I don't want to ruin anybody's trust by giving a false opinion. You know, by saying, oh yeah, this is great, and just because somebody sent me something to try, or because they want me to do a video on it. I've even turned down companies that wanted me to review something because they wanted a 5-star rating. I'm like, well, if I will give you a 5-star rating if it is 5-star quality. And they actually said, okay, never mind then. I'm like, what? Is your product's not 5-star quality? And they're like, we don't know. You know, it's like they don't even know their own product. So it's like, okay, well, I don't want to deal or work with somebody who, you know, doesn't know their product. So that's a good thing that you said never mind, because I'm not all for that. But yeah, I am as honest as I'm very honest, and I will tell you my opinion on something, and it's up to you if you want to give something a try, or that I've put my stamp of approval on or not. And just like, you know, these trays I'm using here, these are the cutest, darndest cutest trays. I love them. They're the stacking trays from Bella Art de Nicole. I love her trays. I have several of them, and yes, I bought them. And I have the tower over here, and I have the phone stand tower combination over on my left, and I have the large trays, I have the small trays, and they have lids, and they're stacking, and they are awesome. I can leave my kit sitting out. So there's 2 trays, 2 different colors. I leave my trays sitting out because I know they're not going anywhere. They're safe. They're in a tower or in these stackable trays on top of my connected to my pen stand. And Nicole, her stuff, I applaud their work, and that's why I put my stamp of approval on her company, because her stuff is quality. Since we started doing 3D printing ourselves, and all the issues we've run into, it makes me appreciate their products even more, because now I know how hard it is sometimes to get a certain color to actually print correctly, or all the rough edges it leaves afterwards, so all the sanding that you need to do in order to make it a quality product. The fact that they don't just put stuff out that just comes off the printer, whether it's good or not, or if it has bird edges or, something like that. So that's why I approve her store, her Etsy store, and products, because they are quality. She even sent me, I don't have it now, it's actually packed away with our Christmas stuff. She sent me a cutest little coffee cup with my name on it, and she knows my favorite color is purple, and she sent me in purple, and I appreciate that so much. And she actually threw in this thing for me, and I didn't know it was coming, and I unboxed it on video and everything. It's a pen stand. It's a double pen stand, and it's got my name on it down there, and it's got a little compartment right there for wax or whatever, tips. And I mean, I appreciate people sending me things. I love it. But if it's not good, if it's not something that I approve or think that is good quality, I'm not going to show it. There have been plenty of things I've received that I purchased myself thinking, oh, I want to show this to the world, and I didn't like the quality. So, I either told you I didn't like the quality, or I didn't do a video on it because I didn't want to, slander someone or feel that they were being slandered. I didn't want to do that. Even though, if somebody came to me and asked me what I think of this company, I would tell them. I mean, if they send me something and ask me to show it and review it, that's one thing. But, it just depends. It depends on what it is, like those floppy things that I got on Amazon. I was not happy with them, and I wanted to buyer beware. That's my opinion, and I let everyone know. But there's certain things that, it could have just been mine. It could have been just a bad batch or something, So if I'm sure about something, then I will definitely make sure I let everyone know and this and that. But, I don't know. Sometimes I think I'm too nice, but I don't like to hurt people either. Especially when I know people try, like ourselves, we make our living from our Etsy store. That is our main income. And if someone were to go around saying whether, just because if they got a bad item, even though we made it good, because we do really try to take care of our customers as best we can. If somebody wasn't happy, for them to go around and just be saying things all over the place about us that are because one person had a bad experience or a bad item or a flawed thing. Some people don't even contact us. They just go and give us a bad review and say, well, this was damaged and this and that. And I was like, if you would have contacted me, I would have gladly have taken care of it for you. And, I don't like when people do that, because it doesn't give me a chance to make it right. So, I wouldn't want to do that with somebody else. And anyway, I know this video is over an hour now. I actually, let's see, I did want to mention one thing before I close up here, even though I got I hit on almost every single subject. I have been actually learning German. Yeah, I kept seeing ads for Duolingo, and I'm like, I'll give it a try, because I've been wanting to learn German, and I tried years ago. But the program, it just really wasn't a really good layout for teaching. And so I gave up on it and, put it aside and said, I'll get to it someday. Well, Duolingo is an app, and it's free. If you refer people to it, And all they have to do is, you know, make an account and maybe do the first lesson, 5-minute lesson. For each person you refer, you get a free week. And so I don't know if you actually have to, yeah, if you, I think I'm going to put a link down below. If you are interested in, it has tons of different languages. If there's a language you've been interested in trying, learning out, yeah, use my link, and that way it's just, you get a free week of the Plus, which just has some extra features that, you know, are not necessary, but it lets you do like quiz yourself and stuff like that. So, I mean, if you use my link and then you want to try for the free, by referring someone else, you can get a free week for each person. I referred my husband and he did it once. And so I got a free week, but Tesslynn is learning French. She wanted to learn France, is what she said. She wanted to learn how to speak France, and I explained it's French. And so she does her lessons. She doesn't do them every day, but you know, it's interesting. It's really cool to see her. You know, she's 8 years old, but for her to even show interest in learning another language just is awesome. But Jim, of course, since he's 50% Italian, he wants to learn Italian. And I mean, I eventually would like to learn Italian too. There's many languages I'd like to learn, but you know, German has always been my first one, because I did take French and Spanish in high school. I know a little bit of French. I can't really speak it, but I can understand some of the words. But German is just something I've been in my, one of my bucket list items to do is to learn German. So I'm actually, I'm really surprised with the things that, the way they teach you and the things I've learned, because not only do they teach you words, but they teach you how to spell the words and how to speak them. So you get, they ask you, repeat this. They'll speak it and you can push the speaker button and it'll repeat it however many times you need. And then when you feel comfortable, you push the record button and it will tell you if you said it right. And it's a really, I mean, it's just really good. It's a really nice way to learn, in my opinion. So if you're interested in learning any other type of language, feel free, use my link down below and try it out. Even if you don't want to keep doing it, try it out. You know, it just gets me a free week of the Plus, which, you know, it's no big deal. But yeah, I let you know, it's a great app, and like I said, it's free. You do not have to pay for it. You do not have to have Plus. It's just nice to have some of the extra features, but you will still be able to learn everything about that the language that you need without Plus. So check it out if you want to learn a new language. Other than that, I was just going to go let you know what was going on with my pain, but you know what? I'll leave that for another video because I'm sure it'll still be there the next time. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you listening to me ramble on mostly about Tesslynn, and joining me while I worked a little bit on my diamond painting that will probably never get finished. So until next time, if you could hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already, it really helps my channel. Hit the notification bell so you can get notified when I post new videos like this one. And check out my shop, my Etsy shop. It's drillpenfrenzy.com. I have many, many, many drill pins, cover minders, and lots of different accessories, all for diamond painting. Even stuff you probably didn't even realize you needed. And let me know down below what diamond painting you're working on right now. I'd love to hear. And if you are in my Facebook group, you can go ahead and post a picture in there and let me know what it is you're working on. I'd love to see it. So catch me next time. I should have another video coming up soon after this one, within the next day or two. No, most likely it'll be up on Friday. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Have fun diamond painting, and don't forget to always sparkle wherever you go and whatever you do. Take care, everyone. Bye.